How's it guys, it's brother Ken. Today we are going to be working on my brother's 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner, and we're going to be doing a brake upgrade. This 4Runner is currently on its stock rotors, pads, and calipers. My brother's been noticing lately that when he's driving this, as the pads and rotors heat up, that they start to wobble and it starts to make the vehicle really scary to drive. After doing some research online, he found that one of the solutions to this issue is installing Toyota Tundra brakes on this 4Runner. Here on this ice chest is actually all the parts that we're going to be putting into the 4Runner. These are Toyota Tundra rotors. These are Toyota Tundra calipers. New pads. While we're in there, we also decided that we're going to be changing his brake lines too. Guys, this is a job that I've never actually done before on a vehicle. I'm going to assume it's kind of the same as changing out pads and rotors and just throwing new parts on. We're going to either have to do a brake flush or a brake bleed because we are replacing the brake lines. So without further ado, I think let's get into it. Guys, if you can, give me a quick subscribe or follow whatever platform you're watching this on, and I hope you enjoy. Let's do it. All right, so I think we're gonna do the driver's side first. I need to jack up the vehicle, and then I'm gonna take off this tire and get to work. Pull out Old Faithful here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I swear this thing has gained weight since I last used it. Either that or I'm just getting old. Okay, darling, where is your jacking point? Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and find our little jacking point here. There it is. Whoop. All right. Let's go jack stands. So for anybody that films themselves fixing their cars or something, I think you'll relate to this quite a bit. I feel like the filming part makes the job like 5 times as longer as it's supposed to be. When there's nothing else to sit on, we'll sit on our Yeti cooler. Got my handy dandy Walmart impact wrench. I love this thing. Don't sleep on Walmart tools, guys. I slide this under the truck for extra safety. Never skimp on safety, guys. It's really important. Okay, I have this work light. I did a review of these on my channel. If you want to look, just gotta scroll back a little bit. They're really good. They're from Costco. They're pretty cheap and they work super good. I really like magnets. All right, so let's walk through kind of what we have to do here. So right now, I have to disconnect this. I'm gonna disconnect this. I need to remove these bolts. There's another one down here. Then I have to remove this bolt, I think, and then I gotta take these pads out, and then I gotta take this rotor off. I'm gonna be replacing that. Yeah, oh, we're also gonna change this line here. Okay, we got a flare nut wrench here. Let's go ahead and break open these. All right, we're gonna put some air in the brake system, so we're definitely gonna have to freaking bleed these things. Okay, that one broke. Relatively easy. I've seen videos of like some guys. We got gloves on now, and you guys probably see I switched my slippers into something a little more comfortable. So I think I might be here for a little while, and it looks like my battery's dying on this freaking, oh gosh, I think it's dying. All right, yeah, just break this here thing loose. Now that we got that, I think I can loosen up these bolts here. I don't know what size these are. Those are not 21. I think they're 19. Let's find out. No, 17 maybe. Think they're 17. Yeah, 17s. Okay, so now we gotta figure out the fun part of how we're gonna unbolt this thing. We got the wobbly with the 17 millimeter socket, and then we're gonna try and break this freaking bolt here. Let's see if we can do it. Oh boy, I don't think that's going. All right, guys, we actually have this box of wrenches that I bought at Harbor Freight. If you didn't see my most recent video of me traveling all the way to Los Angeles to buy these, you should check it out. It's a really cool video. I flew all the way from Hawaii to Los Angeles and ended up buying these wrenches. So this is actually the first job that I'm gonna be doing with these wrenches that I bought. So yeah, I think you know what, I'm gonna disconnect this freaking. All right, let's take a little bit of an extra step here. Let's go ahead and get this guy loosened up. Oh, okay. We got that one off, and we got that one off. We'll spray some penetrant on this thing. With every job, you enter a moment of no return, and I think we're at that moment. So this thing is really just freaking rust welded on there. Goodness gracious, dude. What the frick is that? Let's see if I hammer you off. Man, that thing is on there. This is my other option. Can you grab that long pipe right there? Okay, so we spent, I want to say, a collective hour trying to get these freaking caliper bolts loose. These are the original ones from 2000. So these have been on here for like 26 years. And they were rust welded on. I got this, okay? So I got my ratchet. And then I just found a big freaking pipe. And I need to, now I'm gonna attach it. I did it to one and it worked, so I'm gonna do it to the other one now. And yeah, holy cow, dude. This has been just 2 bolts set us back an hour. That's insane. Oh, goodness gracious. Urgh. My brother's filming, by the way, guys. Holy frick. Okay, when in doubt, just find a really big freaking pipe, dude. Goodness gracious. Okay, we got this freaking caliper out. Goodness gracious. Now I think we can just take this rotor off without having to, hopefully without any other issues. There's the rotor. I'm gonna put a mask on. I don't want to breathe any of this stuff in. Generally, you know, most people don't wear masks when they work on the brakes, but brake dust is really bad to breathe in. And you know, ever since I had kids, guys, I started paying attention more to like what I'm doing and really paying attention to taking care of myself, because last thing I want to do is die early because I was being stupid and not taking precautions when I was younger. Seriously, take care of yourself. Just do this stuff. It's really simple as putting a mask on that can protect you from having an early grave. So take care of yourself, guys. All right, guys, we have now the new rotor that we're gonna throw on the truck. It's a lot heavier than this one. Let me get the old one. Look at the thickness of the ribs here. Now look at the thickness here. Now it might not look that big, but if you put them side to side, like in front of each other, you'll find that these are a lot thicker. I know I can't really convey it the best on camera, but they're a lot thicker, and this is like twice as heavy. Okay, so I'm also gonna show you guys these. This is my brother's new calipers. They're red for extra horsepower. When you're checking these, it's actually pretty easy to tell which side is which. You want to put it in the orientation that the caliper was on the truck. So in this case, it was on like this, and the bleeder was here. If you put this on the wrong side, it'll be pretty obvious that your bleeder's in the wrong spot. Okay, doc. Let's install this bad boy. Alrighty, guys, got the new rotor. You always want to make sure you clean both sides. I'm gonna do that. Let's go ahead and just throw this guy on here. Look at that. Looks like super nice. Gonna go ahead and wipe her down. Make sure it's nice and clean. So I have a friend who used the same brand pads and rotors on his truck, and I actually did a video of replacing those. It was a 2019 Nissan Frontier, and if you want to find those videos, they're in my YouTube shorts or in my TikTok or my Instagram reels. They're all the way kind of in the back. Okay, so I think we put the caliper back on now. All right. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Should be plug and play pretty much. Line these guys up again. Oh boy. All right. Walmart electric ratchet. Walmart brand tools, man. I'll say this, having my brother here to be able to hand me tools as I go kind of like makes the job 20 times easier. What makes me super mad when I'm working on cars is like having to get up and freaking grab tools all the time. So thanks, Lang. All right, so we're gonna torque this down. If you guys have never used a torque wrench before, it tells you when you've torqued it. You'll see what I mean. It like clicks, so. There we go, there's the click. These get torqued down to 90 foot-pounds. There it is. Now we gotta figure out how to get the pads on and replace this brake line, and we're good for this side. And there is our old brake line, look at that. You saw the old brake line, it was all rubbery and stuff. This one is a stainless steel one, look at that. All right, so if you look at these, there is a flat side. I'm talking about like on this right here on the outside. There's a flat side, then there's round, okay? It's gonna matter the flat side and the round side, because when you're mounting these into the plate that holds them in place, there's a cutout that has a flat side and a round side. I wish I could show you guys, but it's really hard to film in here. It's really tight, so. Okay, so we got the brake line replaced. Now we gotta get the new brake pads in. We're almost done. So guys, sometimes you gotta take a break. Just crack one open. Always have fun. Alrighty guys, so we finished. Let's take a look here. So if you take a look, there's the new rotor, new caliper, new pads. We just got to put the tire on and make sure it's working good, but it's late and I still have to do the other side. So I'm going to finish the video here, guys. If you enjoyed watching this, please make sure you subscribe or follow, whatever you're watching this on. Be blessed. This is Brother Ken. Raja.